What is good, guys? This is Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a test hand discussion video. So if you guys read the title right, I am revisiting Crusadia, and I actually have a lot of review statistics and review to bring you guys to this video here. So this video is going to be kind of like unorganized, unstructured. I'm going to go through some test hands, and then I'm going to showcase you guys some numbers up here on the screen to show you guys like what I've done with the deck. So over the past 2 weeks or so, I've played a total of 50 games with the deck. 25 going second, 25 going first. With that being said, I actually have the statistics of the game laid out for you guys. I have it here right in front of me on my computer screen. So for you guys, out of the going second variant, which if you guys are interested in a deck list, I'll post it in my Discord. So go ahead and join the Discord so you guys are a part of the Discord. So when we launch our Crusader Cup, which will be a remote duel tournament hosted by Team COG here, you guys will be able to play in that tournament. So anyway, 8 out of 25 games I won. And a lot of my games did go to game 2, but I actually got 2-0'd quite a bit. And I'm going to explain to you the reasons behind that is mostly in the side deck. Not that my side deck was awful. I took a lot of time to make my side deck decent. However, it's so hard to side going first and harder to side going second. The side deck was just mix-mashed of board breakers and also like going first options. And boards today, guys, it is really hard to break boards. Like if you don't open godly every hand, it's really hard to break those consistent decks that are able to put up those very strong boards. Like Sword Soul, they're consistently able to put up Blackout, Baron, Shishao. So if you're not opening Kaiju, Imperm, Feather Duster, or any of those, it's kind of rough. You can't play Dark Ruler. It conflicts with the OTK strategy. Droplets conflicts with the OTK strategy. You can't play a lot of those crazy board breakers that normal decks do. So yeah, my win rate was 8 out of 25. I won 8 games out of 25, and it's just rough. I'm not gonna lie. It was just very hard for me to do. This isn't 2017 or 2018. You just can't break boards as often. Now, on the other hand, I played a Go First Dragon Link variant, which is very similar to the list I'm playing here, and I ended up winning 14 out of 25. So a tremendous increase. And the reason behind that was if I win the dice roll, I go first. I know I'm going second game 2. I side in the board breaking cards that I would normally play going first with going second Crusadia, and I side those in. And it's phenomenal. Like that, I have more 2-0s in the going first variant than I do in the going second, which is kind of strange if you think about it, because of the ability to side and the ability to one punch that game 2, because they're going to side in their going first cards, and you're going to side in your going second, and Equimax only has to hit once, and it's just way easier that way. The board the deck puts up is no different than like I said, like Sword Soul. They put up, even if they don't get to Blackout, they only put up 2 disruptions. Dragon Link, Spear Savage, bare minimum. So like there's not really anything different that this deck can do that those meta or very high tier rogue decks aren't already doing. So with that being said, with a lot of I have like a bunch of cards in this list. Like I'm still playing the Rocket package. I'm even still on Waterfront, even though I've cut it down. I've played without Waterfront, and it's just so very lackluster. You try to subjugate and put more Dragon Link cards in to fill in the Waterfront package, but all those cards are doing is help giving you just the same amount of bricks and helping you facilitate a Savage more. And I hate to say it, but Gameciel was way better than a Savage. You want to get to a Savage plus a Gameciel, but I would if I had the option between Gameciel or Savage, Gameciel. The card is phenomenal. The card is just, when it touches down, your security, your ability to win is significantly better. And there's a few cards like I'm still not for sure on. A Gossip Shadow. Gossip Shadow is in here because I'm playing Terratop Taki Tom board, and I was doing that way before all the Speedroid hype happened. But huge shout out to Winter Kills because he's been playing Speedroids quite a bit. I've been watching his content, which put me back onto the Terratop engine, because Terratop, if you see that first, it gets you to Bamboozling. It can also get you to Totem Bird, and Totem can stop Imperm and stuff like that. But also Taki Tom board is not as much as a brick because you play Draco as a wind, and so is Paralytic Seed, so you're going to be able to summon off the Taki Tom board more often than not. So there's really no bad side to the engine. And even like if you draw it off of your Skull Dread, you can summon it's still a free extender, the talk is, and then if you draw Terratop off of your Skull Dread, and that's the only good card you drew, you could still use Skull Dread to special out the Terratop, gets you talk, you get to make Gossip or the Totem Bird, whatever you want to do, it still gets you the route that you want to go. I've been really what card has been coming up that I need to find space to cut and make is Herald of the Arclight. Since you are playing Rocket Synchron, and more Crusadias in your deck. Well, I guess like Arborea doesn't count because she's a tuner, but the level 4 synchro aspect has come up quite a bit. So that has come up quite often. So that's something I would like to test in the future. But this is just going to be a test hand video to kind of show you guys like the list that I'm trying out. And, you know, like the list has been very successful. So why wouldn't I share you guys like some of the demonstration of the list? And then further down the road, I'll show you guys a deck profile. But this deck, I totally forgot. Like, there's just so many lines of play that you can do with this deck. Most of your combo lines now go to Halki Fibrax here. But there are so many combo lines that potentially lead you to using Spatha. And I'll show you guys like a 3-card combo that if your hand is just garbage, but if you open any 2 Crusadias or the worst Crusadias, like normally this combo to work, you need to open Draco or Arborea or one of the others so you get access to the other one. But if you just open like, oh gosh, if you open Reclusia Leonis, Maximus Leonis, like Maximus Reclusia, any of those like iterations of those 3, and Rocket Tracer or Quick Launch, there's a route to get you to like Apollosa and Savage instead of going to the Skull Dread, you know? And if your hand is just doggy-doo-doo and you don't want to risk going to Skull Dread because the opponent's, you know, a cheeky bastard and holding a hand trap for the Skull Dread, you have a totally different route you can go, which is kind of crazy. Like Spatha, I always said Spatha after like LP die was more of a throwaway Link 2, and that still stands true because once you get to Waterfront, sometimes you're making Spatha the thrower away so you can get counters on the Waterfront. But more often than not, she is just a different combo line that you go through depending on your hand. So enough rambling. Let's go ahead and shuffle it up here and get you guys into the first test hand here. Okay, guys, so here we go, the first test hand. I'm already going to call it that we're going to see Crawler in our opening hand because if you guys are familiar with Crusadia, maybe you're not, but you're about to learn the curse of the deck is you're always going to see Crawler. But we're going to do a quick cut here so you guys don't think I stacked. And let's go ahead and see our first hand here. Crusadia Arborea, Draco, so this is already amazingly a good start. Crown, phenomenal, another Arborea, and Quick Launch. So this hand is actually really good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. This hand, I would say, even beats like Ash or Imperm on the Skull Dread. By beat it, I mean like we get to put up interruptions through it. We're not just left with Skull Dread pass like Firewall pass in the old day. But to go ahead and show you guys what we do here, you go ahead and normal summon out the Arborea. You're gonna go ahead and link it off for the Magius. There we go. Magius touches down. You then special out Draco. Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1. Grab back the Arborea. And go ahead and grab us. Let's go ahead and get Maximus. You want to grab Maximus because of the level and because you want to get Maximus in circulation so that on the turn 3, you're just able to one-punch a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and link here for Striker Dragon, which in my opinion kind of replaced Elpie in a way. It did in a sense. Striker Dragon's effect grabs his boot, the boot sector, wherever it may be. And then, guys, you go ahead and you summon out Arborea, and then you turn these up here into Hulk. Now, this combo line, I cannot take credit for. I actually watched a little bit of Rev cards. I don't like the heavy Dragon Link package that he plays, and I think he's playing worse Dragon Link by playing it his way. However, I do respect his content. I do respect his opinion. We're playing Crusadia. That's what we're playing. He's playing Dragon Link with a Crusadia engine. We're playing Crusadia with a Dragon engine. And, you know, it's one coin, 2 different sides. However, credit goes to him because I watched one of his videos and learned this combo line. We get to go on the Hulk and summon out Synchron. Okay, guys, so we summon out Synchron. We go ahead and link off the Synchron here, and we make ourselves Pisty, the lone guard dragon left that we have access to. So Pisty goes down here. You then use Pisty's effect to bring back out the Synchron. These 4 cards make ourselves Skull Dread because we are greedy and we want to draw some cards. Any other Dragon Link player would have made Romulus there, but no, we're greedy. We want the Skull Dread. We go ahead and draw 4 cards, which I guess we should have cut, but that's okay. Now we see Waterfront, so we'll go ahead and take Waterfront. Okay, big thunk here. All right, so we got to put back 3 cards. I can go ahead and tell you Arborea is going back because we've exhausted Arborea. Boot Sector's going back. Do we put back Pot of Desires? No, we keep Pot of Desires. We definitely keep Pot of Desires, and we put back Quick Launch. Or do we put back Power? I think we put back Power and keep Quick Launch because it's an extender. So we put back 3, so this is our hand now. Go ahead and activate Waterfront. And guys, before everyone goes, oh, you drew Waterfront, you saw Waterfront. Literally, our board was going to be 3 interruptions, whether we saw Waterfront or not. So do keep that in mind. We are doing nothing no different than what the other current decks do. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to special summon out Maximus. and fire off Quick Launch. Quick Launch is going to grab us the Rocket Tracer. Quick Launch is going to go to the graveyard, making our waterfront count be at 1. We then are going to go ahead and preemptively synchro here for Savage. Well, no, let's go ahead and put Savage here. And no, we want to put Savage here. Yep, put Savage there. That's going to grab Hulk, giving us a 2 material Savage, while putting 2 more counters onto Waterfront, giving us 3. We're going to go ahead and activate Waterfront. Since there are 3 counters on it, we get to add a Kaiju from our deck to our hand. And that is going to force grab, like I said, Gameciel. Game is in the name, so why wouldn't you play it? Because it can be bricky and it's not consistent. Skull Dread effect to special summon out the Kaiju. And now we go ahead and I think... So even right now, if we happen to completely fire off Desires and not draw into 2 Crusadias, we have to particularly draw into Leonis or Reclusia. Or we have to draw into Reclusia or Leonis and hopefully keep Magna Rocket in the deck if we want to keep the World Legacy Crown live. We can potentially... There's so many possibilities, but we're just going to go ahead and Desires and make our decision after we see what we banish. So we're going to draw 1, 2, or banish 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we will draw 2 cards. Let's see what we got. Leonis, we're not drawing the other Pod of Desires. Reclusia, Talk, Leonis, both. Magna's gone. That's not too good. That's not good for us. That means this Quick Launch is dead in our hand. So we're going to actually draw Boot again. That's not too good. And Reclusia. That's actually going to put our counters up to 4. So now, guys, we are actually still okay. We're going to lose the Crown Interruption, which is all right because Crown can only negate special extra deck monsters. So we would want something a little bit more versatile, just because what if they play like Flunder or Monarchs, something that doesn't use the extra deck as much. Crown is, just not as useful. So we'll special Reclusia. Go ahead and make these. This will go up to way more. This will go up to 5. We make Regulex special Crown. Crown will Regulex will grab us the Crawler, and then we go ahead and go here for one of my favorite inboards that I've ever set eyes on, Equimax. And then this is our hand. This is not great. These 2 cards are dead. However, if they do bust your board open, you do have the ability to follow up with the Boot because you do have Tracer and the Synchron in your deck. So you do kind of have like a mini Soul Charge that would be able to come back if they do break through this. But the likelihood of them breaking through this is very slim. It'd be nice if we did have another live target for Quick Launch and would make this deck or this board immune to like Dark Ruler or Forbidden Droplets. However, it is what it is. But you go ahead and we set the Crawler. They're in the standby phase. We activate this. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all right now, this is Crusadia. If you're not making the Templar Cross formation when you're finishing your board, you're doing it wrong. Blue for 3, I don't care. But anyway, Crawler will grab us Guard Dragon. If we banish the Guard Dragon, we had Succession. However, now your opponent is looking down 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you negate with Equimax, it'll give him Gameciel another negate. 5 disruptions. Potentially more if your opponent decides to play into the Gameciel. And you have Guard Dragon to follow up because you can Guard Dragon back the Draco, grab back Maximus, use Guard Dragon to move the Draco, summon Maximus, do double battle damage. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this first test hand, guys. And that's kind of what we're doing. If you guys are familiar, it's not really changed too much. Simply, like, this is what we were doing for a while, but I would say, like, what we're playing now is a little bit more consistent. There's a few ratios that I've changed, and I'm waiting on a few, like, one more card in the mail, guys. That's all I'm waiting for to bring you guys a profile. And then I'll show it to you guys. But I've changed some ratios. There's different things that I'm playing. Like you guys can see Taki Tom boards here. We will go ahead and shuffle it up here. And we'll jump into the next test hand. All right, guys, quick announcement. If you guys want to help support the channel, you can do so by using the TCG Player affiliate link down below. Using that link will give a little bit of kickback to the channel, costing you nothing extra while helping to support the Crusade, am I right? And then if you guys also want to help support the channel, check out the Imperium Duelist link down below. Using the code TEAMCOG10 will give you 10% off your orders at checkout. And I'm a huge supporter of their products, from their deck boxes to their dice to their sleeves to their mats to everything. I've just been a huge advocate for their products for quite some time. Finally, if you guys want to support the channel, you can do so by becoming a member. Get access to member-only perks and rewards. Every live stream that we do gets uploaded for members only after the live stream is over with, and you get access to custom emotes and just, become part of a wholesome family. But anyway, guys, back to the video. All right, guys, here we go. The quick cut, so you guys know I'm not cheating. we're going to go ahead and draw our first 5 cards, which is going to be Arborea, Waterfront again. I swear, guys, not setting this up. Leonis, Maximus, and Gravediggers. There you guys go. If I was rigging this hand, I would not be seeing this card. So this is one of those hands that's interesting. Like, as you guys can see, we have not a lot of extenders in a sense. We have Arborea, so we got to play this careful. I got to just think here for a second to see what is the correct line to do. Because you don't want to activate Waterfront yet. Because if you activate Waterfront, but we don't, that's okay. Yeah, Waterfront would be okay because we don't have Boot. We have no rockets, so that's okay. So we'll go ahead and activate Waterfront. Normal Arborea. Link off Arborea for the Magius. Special Leonis. Trigger the Magius to grab us Draco. So we should already be at 1. Now this, I think this, yeah, this has to be a Spatha line, I think. Or we could have, well, it doesn't have to be. See, there's so many different lines of play. You could have gone for, instead of summoning Arborea, you could have gone for Maximus, gone for like a Hulk line. Go for Spatha. That'll go up to 3. Before I forget, use Waterfront to grab Gameciel. We want to go ahead and special out Draco. Draco adds back the Arborea. Link this off for Striker effect. Well, let's see here. We do have these 2 here. I go Spatha effect to move Striker. We don't have to use Spatha's effect, but we'll go ahead and use Striker Dragon. Formulating resources is what I'm doing. I'm calculating resources. I think that the route I was going to go was going to take a little bit too much hand resource because we already have 2 cards we can put back for Skuldred. So we're going to go ahead and special summon out Arborea. Go here for Hulk now. This will go ahead and be at 5. We'll summon out Hulk. Hulk's effect will bring out the Rocket Synchron. Konami, give us a hollow Rocket Synchron, please. Please, please. Then we'll just go ahead and link it off here for Pisty. And I guess if we wanted to, if you really wanted to chain block the Striker, you could have gone like Spatha 2, Striker 1, and move Striker over here. But entirely dependent up to you. It's just possible. It's Pisty to bring back the Synchron. I think this was the best way. The other option I was seeing was to move Striker over, summon Arborea, summon Maximus. That way we didn't have to go like the Hulk route. However, it just was not resource efficient to do that. We would have taken an extra card out of her hand. But we go in and we make Skuldred. A Skuldred effect. We'll draw 4, shuffle it up right here. And then like right here, guys, if they do Impermus or they do like, you know, Ashes, like if they Ashes, we're okay. Imperm would be the rough card, but just we're playing like this. Like, I mean, look at her hand. Like if they Ashes, we're still getting Gameciel and we still have the trap hole. And then if they Imperm us, well, kind of just set in the trap hole and go. But you know, not every hand is built, not every hand is busted. But Skuldred draws us 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's not too great. But we're gonna put back 1, 2. Maybe we just keep Crawler. Yeah, that's the way to go. 3. We'll go ahead and go Skuldred to beam out Gameciel. Maybe, yeah, we'll go ahead and fire off Desires. Banish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's check the damage. Let's see if we got rid of Tracer, because that's the card well, we can't, yeah. So we got rid of Tracer anyway. Talk. Okay. Crown. Okay. Not too bad. Draw 1. Draw 2. Double Arborea. That's not good at all. That's actually, wow. But that's that is going to have to be okay, I guess. Let's see here. I think we can special this. I guess it's okay. Yeah, so we special, no, because if we go into regular, did we get rid of, yeah, we did get rid of power. Fire off Quick Launch, make Savage, but, so I think, so this hand's dependent on Gameciel a lot. So Savage, Equimax gets more value out of Equimax gets more value because if we go Quick Launch here for Magna Rocket, we can't make Savage because we banished the Tracer. Yeah, so we got to go this route. Yeah, so this is our only route. And since we can go ahead and save Regulex, 3 effect monsters. Yeah, including a Link monster. Yeah, there we go. Equimax goes here, and then we set Crawler. Yeah, so there we go. Not too bad, not too shabby to be honest with you. Fire this off. Gets us a search for, I believe we would go for whatever World Legacy we got. Guard Dragon. And we have double Arborea as a follow-up. So that's not too bad. The drawing the double Arborea is kind of rough. It could have been any other card like Exceed or, you know, anything like that. If we drew Exceed, we're going to make Rafflesia, but that's okay. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and do a third test hand. Maybe I'll go ahead and show you. Yeah, we'll do a third test hand, then I'll break into showing you guys some of like the linear combo line that I'm talking about with the worst Crusadia is in Tracer, and then I will talk to you guys about like the Taki Tom board package, simply because it's really good. I think it's 2 cards. They're not really bricks, and then like it gives you access if you guys can figure out spaces to cut. I for one was thinking about cutting maybe Link Spider for the Totem Bird, but knowing my luck, I cut the Link Spider and then I'd get rocked every other game. And you want to have Link Spider to link into so like you can still play the game. But anyway, let's go ahead and shuffle it up here and get into the third test hand. Okay, guys, quick cut. Bam. All right, let's see this third test hand here, and hopefully, you know, I don't know. Let's just hope for the best, right? Draco and Arborea, sweetness, power, crown, and Parallel Exceed. So this hand is just jacked. I promise, guys, I'm not rigging at all, but I am quite amazed. I could almost win a YCS with these hands that we're seeing here. So, normal Arborea, link it off. We're going to go ahead and make Magius. Activate Parallel Exceed in hand. Special summon, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1. We're going to go ahead and summon out the second Parallel Exceed and grab ourselves Maximus. And then we're going to go ahead and then overlay here for Rafflesia on our 5th summon, so we can just tell the rock to go get off here. Special Draco. Draco adds back the Arborea. We link Draco off into Striker Dragon. Striker is going to get us the boot, which since we haven't seen Waterfront, which I guess if you guys were thinking I'm rigging, I would actually have added Waterfront to this hand to make it seem like it's more consistent. However, we're not rigging our hands here, but it's very strange the Crawler hasn't popped up yet. Very strange. Maybe the curse is lifted, you know. We'll go ahead and we'll special summon out Arborea. We go Hulk that way. And kind of this very same combo line that we're going through. But I mean, like, as it is the same, there is very different ones because you go Hulk, or we could go into the Spatha combo line. It just depends on what you really want to do. And I'll show you, like, a Spatha line after this test hand, so you guys get a little more grasp of what you can do with Spatha versus what you can do with Hulk. We'll go here and grab Rocket Synchron. And you know what, guys? I think Hulk is safe. I don't think we will see Hulk get touched. If Hulk did not get touched when everybody was using the Hulk engine, I think Hulk is good. I think you can safe to say that Hulk is going to stay around for a while. We'll go here for Pisty, and then we'll do a quick cut there. Pisty will bring back Synchron. Then we make Skuldred. And then at any point, if they try to Ash our... Well, I mean, like, really, like, if they... We had so much, like, even if they did try to Ash our Magius, we really wouldn't want to waste start power on this. Or Starkey, as the Germans call this card. But we'll go ahead and go here, draw 4 cards. So let's go ahead and see what we draw. Nocto, Quick Launch, Draco, Terraforming. So we actually get access to Waterfront, but we're not going to go that route. I'm actually going to go against that route. We're going to go against that and go, let's keep that. All right, we got a real think here. No, we got to go this route. Yeah, we got to do this. There we go there. Let's go ahead and special summon out Crown here. Yeah, so now we have to build our board over here. Special up Maximus, go up here. But just so you guys know, just so everyone knows, could have got Gamma-Seal on this as well. But I don't want to just show you guys, like, if you don't see, it's Gamma-Seal or bust. I don't want you guys to think that. Go to Regulex, go ahead and go Quick Launch, summon out the Tracer, and then trigger Nocto here, trigger Regulex to grab ourselves Crawler. Then we'll go ahead and go here for Equimax, but we got to put Equimax here because we can't put it, well, technically, actually, yeah, we can. In both ways, both ways play around Dark Ruler and everything. Okay, so we make Equimax. Nocto draws us a card. Let's go ahead and shuffle it up here and then draw us a singular card. Draw us Taki Tomborg. That's in this one scenario, we've already exhausted our ability to use Talk, but as you guys can see, Exceed, Draco, all wins, so like we would have the ability to summon out Talk any other time. But let's go ahead and activate Boot Sector. Use Rocket Tracer to destroy the Boot Sector. To beam ourselves out Magna Rocket, or whatever rocket monster you want to play. It doesn't have to be Magna, be Silver. It could be any level 4 rocket that you have access to. I just like the Ultra Rares because I like shiny cardboard. We'll go ahead and go here. Make Savage. Savage will then grab ourselves the Skuldred, giving us a 4 material Big Chungus Savage, and then we set Crawler. This board, without Gamma-Seal, has the ability to play through Dark Ruler, has the ability to play through Droplets as long as they don't pitch a trap. So right here, they fire off Dark Ruler, they fire off Droplets. Don't pitch a trap. You flip Crawler, Equimax tributes the Crown, negating the Droplets or Dark Ruler, summoning the Crawler, and then you still have 2 disruptions via Rafflesia and Savage. However, if it's an ideal world and your opponent sucks at the game and they don't see those cards, you fire this off, you grab yourself the Guard Dragon, and then you have 1 negate, 2 negates, 3 negates, 4 negates. And then on top of that, you have the, you know, the typical Crusader formation here that can't be beat. Power Wolf is blasting in the background. You just can't be beat when this is happening. And you have the follow with Guard Dragon. Talking Tone Board, I mean, as soon as you fire off Guard Dragon and get back Draco, you can summon the Talk and, you know, do whatever you can do with your extra deck, etc. Your opponent is going to activate something regardless. So Exceed is going, or Flasia is going to go ahead and dump out the Trap, burning for 2,000. Your opponent is in perfect Equimex range to 1 punch. But yeah, so like there you guys go. Like without Gameciel, this is what this deck can put up. Take away this guy here because we open this. You take this away, we still have solid, like no matter which way you put it away, we still have a solid board that this deck can still put up today. You don't need LP. You don't need Agripane. Even though those 2 cards will be very nice, you can still do this without even playing a heavy Dragon Link engine. Like I play 3 Quick Launch, Tracer, Magna, and Synchron. There you go. Those 3 cards, they can't, and like they're not even really that much of bricks, because if you go through your typical combo, if you get access to Draco, you get access to Striker. Striker gets you Boot. Boot can special them from the hand. And that's where like Apollosa comes into play, is when you get those worse or wacky hands, you can still boot out your bad cards, still make Savage if you happen to open Tracer, or you can use like Magna plus Synchron if you open them with Boot and make an Apollosa for 4. And it's just kind of crazy. But anyway, guys, I'm going to quickly show you real quick the 3-card Crusadia thing I was talking about earlier in the video, where if you open 2 bad Crusadias plus Tracer or Quick Launch, you still can get to a crazy, pretty potent board. And let's go ahead and I'll show you guys that. Okay, guys, here is like the combo that I was kind of talking about. So it's just 2 Crusadias, and these are the worst Crusadias. For this new like normally 2 Crusadias got you to Skuldred with LP. However, with LP no longer in the game, you need practically Draco or Arborea in your opening hand to be able to do the combo lines with Hulk. If you don't have access to either or, and you have to search one or the other out, this is going to show you what the deck can do. So you just have to see 2 Crusadias and then Quick Launch or Tracer. That's it. That's all you got to do. Let's go ahead and see Tracer, because you're bad at the game, right? You're going to see that, plus 2 bad cards, which of course I put in Crusadia Crawler and the Trap Hole. So this is your opening hand. This is probably, you're like thinking like, wow, this is just a bad hand. But what if I told you 2 Crusadias always get you to an Apt for 3? And the fact that we see Tracer, we're going to get to Apt for 3 plus a Savage. So let's just go ahead and show you guys this. And hopefully you guys will be able to build off this as well. And you guys will be able to like get more out of these 3 cards than what I'm able to get out of. And then, you know, the Crusadias get stronger. So we're going to go ahead and start out with normal summon our Crusadia. Since Maximus is my favorite, we're just going to normal him. You're going to go ahead and link off the Maximus into a Magius. And then you're going to special summon out Leonis. Leonis is going to get you a Draco. And then we're going to go ahead and link up here for our Spatha. Spatha is going to go right here. Konami, give us a super Spatha, or Ultra, please. Go ahead and special summon out Draco. Draco's going to add back the card you normal summoned, which is going to be Maximus. You then go ahead and transform the Draco here, which is pretty important, into the Striker. Striker is then going to give you access to Boot. And then right here, guys, you actually have 2 scenarios that you could hypothetically do. If you have like Reclusia in your hand, you could potentially go Spatha 2, Striker 1, move over the Striker. Then you have 2 zones unlocked, so your Apollosa is going to be for 4 instead of 3. So, but in this hand, we're not doing that, but that's just something you can do later on. Special summon out the Crusadia normal summon, which happens to be Maximus here. Go ahead and link these guys off here for your Apollosa, Bow of the Goddess. This ain't no Gameciel, but she is the next best thing we can get to. You go and activate the Boot sector. You then use Boot to special summon out your Tracer, or you go ahead and use Quick Launch to special summon out the Tracer. And then you use the Tracer to pop the Boot, grabbing yourself the Magna Rocket Dragon from the deck. You then transform these guys here into Savage. Savage will then grab the Spatha from the graveyard, and there you go. Right there, 3, and this is when I looked for combo decks, this is what I'm looking at. If I put 1 card into the combo, if I am not coming out with 1 interruption ahead of what I put in, the combo's not worth it. And that's where like old Crusadias come out to, is you would put 2 cards, 3 cards into it, and you'd only end on 2 or 1 interruption, and that's not good. That's not good combo at all. That is bad. However, 2 Crusadias now always get you to an Apollosa for 3. that is good. That's giving you to one more monster negate than the cards you put in. So the other 3 cards in your hand can be anything that allows you to go around that. However, if you open like a brick like Tracer, which some people would say if you open Tracer, that's not good. You'd rather open the extender such as Quick Launch rather than Tracer. That's okay, because this combo line right here utilizes and shows you that Boot Sector is not only a brick, but it's also an extender in the deck as well. Truly crazy, and I'm going to revisit this deck quite a bit. Going to play it as much as I can. I'm going to play it on stream. Going to enter a few remote duels. We have a bigger tournament we're traveling to up to Billings, Montana, and then I'll probably vlog that trip so you guys can see the beauty of the Midwest. We're going to go to some pretty cool locations, but you guys will, maybe this is what I'll play up there, you know? If I want to go get clapped, might as well get clapped by Old Faithful, right? Anyway, guys, this is it for this video. I hope this was informative, educational. Comment down below, ask any questions, and stay tuned for a deck profile. Once I get the few cards that I'm missing, I will more than happy give you guys a deck profile. But anyway, guys, please remember, stay safe and stay healthy. This is Charles from Team COG, signing out.